The National Census 2021 kicked off from yesterday. Apart from counting the population, the campaign will collect data on significant issues, including the overall situation of individuals and families, along with actual status of federalism and inclusivity. The government has urged every citizen to participate in the campaign, as it is a strong base to formulate policies and planning and to implement them. Good morning, I'm Abhyuday Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. Nepal Bar Association, staging protests demanding for the resignation of the Chief Justice, decides to bar the Chief Justice from entering the Supreme Court premises, to boycott all hearings and benches today. The reluctance on behalf of the Indian Premier to receive the EPC report further impacts the Nepal-India relations. The Nepal side urges the ruling alliance to take initiative for dialogue. The Poland-Belarus migrant crisis deepens. Belarus threatens to cut off gas supplies to Europe if sanctions are imposed over an escalating migrant crisis at the country's western border. And Australia and Pakistan's unbeaten run to reach their first ICC T20 World Cup final since 2010, winning their semi-final by 5 wickets. The Nepal Bar Association, which has been staging protests demanding resignation of Chief Justice Cholendra Shamsher Rana, has decided it will bar the Chief Justice from entering the Supreme Court premises. Earlier yesterday, the association had decided to boycott hearings and benches of the Supreme Court today. The umbrella organization of law practitioners had also urged the justices of the Apex Court to boycott the bench allotted by the Chief Justice. Earlier yesterday, the police had intervened in the protest program organized by the Nepal Bar Association within the premises of the Supreme Court. The law practitioners also chanted slogans against the police intervention. The association claimed that 6 law practitioners, including its general secretary, have sustained injuries during the scuffle with police. Issuing a press statement yesterday afternoon, the bar alleged the Chief Justice of mobilizing police to intervene the protest and announced further stern protests. Accusing the Chief Justice for harboring corruption and irregularities in the judiciary, the bar has flayed the Chief Justice for mobilizing middlemen and vigilantes at the Supreme Court. The bar has also warned of barring the Chief Justice from entering the Supreme Court. Meanwhile, Chief Justice Rana had allotted benches and regular hearings yesterday. The justices only attended benches to hear cases related to habeas corpus. The Chief Justice has scheduled hearings for 177 cases for today. With the ongoing protest programs, the judicial process at the Apex Court has been obstructed. 3 years ago, the Eminent Persons Group, or EPG, had prepared a joint report by reviewing the past treaties and other bilateral issues between Nepal and India. However, India has remained indifferent to receive the report as of yet, impacting efforts from Nepal to better manage the open border. We have more in this report.
It's already been 3 years since the 8-member committee comprising representatives from both India and Nepal prepared the report. However, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has remained reluctant to receive the report, which according to Indian side is rather surprising. The EPC concept was envisioned while former Prime Minister Baburam Bhattarai was in office. The EPC had fully materialized during the tenure of KP Sharma Oli as the country's Prime Minister. Indian Prime Minister Modi at the time had also agreed to entrust the committee with the rights to review the past treaties, among others. The reluctance on behalf of the Indian Premier has been dubbed as highly objectionable by Nepali side. At a time when EPC report has remained stranded, the two sides are awaiting high-profile talks to discuss the issues of Nepal's new map, Jai Singh Dhami case, among other border issues. In the given scenario, there is a serious call on the ruling alliance to initiate diplomatic efforts to speed up dialogue with India.
The 12th National Census 2021 kicked off yesterday with the slogan, "My Census, My Participation." Apart from counting the population, this campaign will provide information on important issues, including the overall situation of individuals and families, along with the actual status of federalism and inclusivity. The government has urged every citizen to participate in this national campaign, as it is a strong base to formulate policies, planning, and to implement them. More in this report.
It is the responsibility of the general public to provide accurate details regarding their own and family members. It is also the duty of every citizen to urge their relatives and neighbors for maximum and genuine participation. As the national census is taking place for the first time after the state restructuring, this census will be beneficial for the state and citizen to figure out the actual situation pertaining to basic rights, including education, health, and employment, among others, ensured by the Constitution. People are required to provide detailed information regarding their bank accounts, loan, pet animals, and even gadgets they use. However, the Central Bureau of Statistics has assured that all details provided will be confidential. Some 40,000 enumerators and 8,500 supervisors have been mobilized in 6,743 wards for the national census and will collect information on basic economic, social public service, infrastructure, and disaster management situation of the country in 15 days. Previously, the state had faced challenges in formulating and implementing plans and policies due to lack of genuine data. Experts thus have urged one and all to participate in the national campaign to help the state in determining basis for development, identifying the ground condition of constituencies, language, caste, and religion, among others.
In our public voice segment, we had asked the people in Dareldura, Taplejung, Tanahu, Rotahat, and Dang regarding their opinion on the ongoing national census. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
हाम्रो डाटा सही टिपाएर आफ्नो सही जानकारी दिएर सहयोग गर्यो हाम्रो जात संख्या धर्मको हामीले पूर्ण जानकारी दिने
राज्यले नीति निर्माण गर्नका निम्ति तथ्याङ्क आवश्यक पर्छ
जति पनि छुट छ भने त्यो चाहिँ नराम्रो हुन्छ
जो जे जस्तो अवस्थामा हुन्छ एउटा एक्युरेट डाटा मैले उपलब्ध गराउँछु
It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. Here's the question. What's your take on the lack of consumption despite surplus energy? Your options are A, no concern from government, B, no guarantee of electricity, and C, habituated to imported fuel. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And that's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.